This is the scene in Boyle, County Roscommon for the TG4 All-Ireland Championship Intermediate fixture involving Longford and Sligo. It's round 3. Both teams realistically need to win, and then they must wait for a result from elsewhere to determine which teams from this very competitive section will advance to the next stage of the Intermediate Championship of 2021. Longford are out on the field of play. Their team is captained by Michelle Farrell, who wears the number 12 jersey. Other key players for them their opponents today are captained at midfield by Nicola Brennan, who partners Sarah Reynolds in that section. Further back the field, you have players such as Michelle McNamara, Lauren Bowles, and in attack you have Emma Keaveney, likely to play in the full forward position. Throwing time here in Boyle is at 2 p.m. We'll be back in plenty of time for the live action. This is the Longford team preparing for this afternoon's fixture with Sligo in the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship of 2021. The Longford team will be captained by Michelle Farrell, who will wear the number 12 jersey. Also in that half-forward line, Louise Monaghan and Sarah Shannon. Further back the field, Emer O'Brien has been handed the number 6 jersey and Leanne Keegan wears number 3. The Longford side managed by Brian Noonan. Longford with one win in the championship, so looking for a valuable victory here this afternoon in Boyle. As we switch our attention to the Sligo side, looking at their starting selection, Leonie Gahan is in goal. Michelle McNamara plays at full back. At centre half back for Sligo, Lauren Bowles. The midfield pairing is that of the captain, Nicola Brennan and Sarah Reynolds. Leah Kelly leads the attack and Emma Keefney has been selected in the full forward position. Sligo this season managed by Anthony Brennan. Throwing time here is at 2 o'clock. It's the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Championship fixture. These are live pictures from Boyle in County Roscommon ahead of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Championship fixture between Sligo and Longford. The match referee for this fixture is Siobhan Coyle. She's from Donegal. We're about to get underway shortly here in Boyle. Slight breeze as well blowing in towards the town goal for the first 30 minutes. Almost ready here for the start of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Championship fixture involving Longford and Sligo. Both teams need to win. That's the bottom line from Group 1. A group in which Wexford are looking good, though not secured in terms of a knockout place. They have 4 points from 2 games played. Longford have 2 points, as have Westmeath. Sligo not out of it, even though they haven't won in their 2 previous championship encounters. But if they were to win here this afternoon in Boyle, County Roscommon, it could change. Westmeath and Wexford, they play in Bolton Glass later on this evening. The match official in charge of this one is from Donegal. She's also the chairperson of the Ladies Gaelic Football Association in Donegal. Refereed last year's All-Ireland Junior Championship final between Fermanagh and Wicklow. Siobhan Kyle is about to get us underway. We're underway. Siobhan Kyle is the match referee, and as we watch it in the opening half, it'll be Longford playing with the advantage of a slight breeze in the opening 30 minutes of this contest. Ball pumped through towards the full forward, who has an early opportunity of a score, has the Longford number 14, clips it in and beautifully tosses it over the crossbar. Longford point scorer, Emer Heaney of Ballymore. Back underway in the early stages of this game here in Boyle, County Roscommon. Sligo have possession courtesy of Jackie Mulligan. Mulligan, she's held on to it too much just as the ball was being released to Sarah Reynolds. Longford have possession. Longford last weekend were narrowly beaten by Wexford, 7 points to 6 in Clane. We're back underway. Longford toe poking it forward. That's with Ciara Healy. It's broken down, and Sligo are here to pick up the pieces. The advantage has been allowed. Ball arrives towards midfield for Sligo. Involved was Sarah Reynolds. That was released for Sarah Cunny. Referee has spotted an infringement. There's going to be a stoppage in play. An injury concern on the Longford side. Longford have possession back there with Orla Nevin. Return pass here for Aisling Cosgrove. Cosgrove brings play towards midfield. An inviting ball is released. Orla Nevin. Nevin is cutting through the Sligo defence as Longford look to build on their promising start following the point in the very early stages. This is Aoife Darcy that has knocked it through. Here's Heaney once again. There is additional support as well available. Centre half forward has laid it off, a good one to the captain, and that's inside the post by Michelle Farrell. Longford are off to a very good start here, leading by 2 points inside the opening few minutes of this Group 1 Intermediate Football Championship, supported once again this season by TG4. Sligo gaining ground all the way out. Jackie Mulligan. Nicola Brennan. The take has been on the part of Longford, but it's fallen nicely for full forward Keaveney. This is Emma Keaveney under wicket pressure. Still available to Megan McCormack, in turn to Brennan. The captain, Nicola, tosses it away towards the right as Sligo search out their first point of the opening half. Leah Kelly looks for it back inside as well. Players such as Sinead Regan. It's tossed away towards the centre back coming through. Lauren Bowles, little bit of ball juggling. She was being held back. It's going to be a free, and this is a kickable one here for Sligo to get them off the mark. Sligo with this opportunity of their first point of the day, and it has been scored, as you would expect, by Emma Keaveney. That leaves Longford in front, if only just a couple of points to 1. We're playing maybe 5 or 6 minutes of the opening half. Longford restarting with Rianne McGrath. Fullback becomes available, Leanne Keegan. Longford have plenty of players coming through. The advantage has been allowed as well by the match referee. The official in charge today is Siobhan Kyle. Longford, good ball to Louise Monaghan. Monaghan looks for support inside. And as ever, Longford are finding their players well. Aoife Darcy, she's looking for the return pass. She's gone perhaps a tad too far. Here's Michelle Farrell. Looks for her second point. That looks to be very good. It is. Excellent. That restores Longford with a 2-point lead here. Sligo getting us back with underway. Leonie Gahan has tossed it away outfield. Suddenly comes towards Sinead Regan. Centre back Lauren Bowles for Sligo has gained a good bit of ground. Very fine player is the centre back Bowles of the St Michael's Club. This has been released through towards McCormack. Brilliant block down. The Longford full back line, Katie Crawford, Leanne Keegan and Aisling Cosgrove, likely to be busy this afternoon in Boyle. Longford lead though. They'll be happy with that by 2 points. Orla Nevin. Still Nevin finds support with Sarah Shannon. Shannon is opening up the Sligo cover. Player coming through is Ciara Healy. Just runs away from her, and Sligo have managed to pick it up once again. Sinead Regan and co getting it clear. Sligo arriving at midfield. Sligo for their part, no win in this championship, but it's far from over for them. Here's Sarah Reynolds. Reynolds looking for a goal and scores a wonderful goal. Now suddenly the scoreboard has changed in complexion. Sligo lost to Wexford, then they lost to Westmeath as well, but they're still in the frame, possible frame for qualification, such as the tightness of happenings in this Group 1 of the TG4 Intermediate Football Championship. Sligo with a 1-point lead, 1-1 to Longford's 3 points. Sligo moving into the counter-attacking position through the goal scorer Sarah Reynolds. Sinead Regan finds additional support and Sarah Cunny becomes involved. Once again, it's Lauren Bowles. This one has been released towards the left. Can Sligo keep it in? If they can, it'll be the full forward, Keaveney. Still, Emma Keaveney looks for an option outside. The centre half forward is one. Leah Kelly to the right. Here's Denise McGrath with an opportunity, and she has hit a very fine point. Suddenly, Sligo have moved into a 2-point lead. Longford recovering here with Claire Farrell. Farrell has gained some ground as well. That one has taken a deflection. It's grabbed by Sligo, corner back on duty, Aoife Morris-Rowe. Coming through as well, Claire Dunn. Sligo looking for options. One of those is Denise McGrath, who clipped in with a point a moment ago. Chipped in rather. Here's Nicola Brennan. Sarah Reynolds looking for Keaveney inside, and she's been fouled. Outside opportunity here for Sligo to collect their third point of the afternoon, which would push them 3 points to the good. It's a wonderful afternoon here in Boyle as we watch out from the Nerney stand. Sligo looking for an option. Are they going to play it short? It would appear so, to Nicola Brennan. Centre forwards Leah Kelly may have an opportunity. They are recycling the ball well, are Sligo, as they go in search of a score. The advantage going their way is going to be a free. Sinead Regan and co were causing problems for the Longford defence. Emma Keaveney in search of her second point of the afternoon. Has a good chance here. Drops it in and delightfully over the crossbar. Keaveney's second point of the afternoon in Boyle. And that has Sligo to the good by 3 points. Play to restart with the Longford goalkeeper, Rianne McGrath. Goes long on this occasion. Will it work out well? It does for Longford. As Longford goes storming forward with Niamh Darcy. The block down results in a line ball for Longford. Longford's midfielder, Niamh Darcy, restarts the game. It's very close to the end line. It's carried much too much weight. It's out, and Sligo have a restart with a goal kick out. Sligo quickly transferring play towards Nicola Brennan. This one released through towards Leah Kelly. Kelly for Sligo. Up to the 45, ball carried through towards Megan McCormack. Too much taken out of it. The advantage is back the way of Longford. Taken down by Cara Shannon of Longford Slashers. And away come Longford now as they bring play towards halfway in the glorious sunshine of Boyle in County Roscommon. Louise Monaghan. Going through the captain, Michelle Farrell. Teasing out and winning it back for Sligo, Sarah Cunny. Sligo have gained ground, the advantage going their way with Sinead Regan. Released to Nicola Brennan. Suddenly, Sligo have brought the ball forward towards their half-forward line. Plenty of defenders going forward. Jade Lyons is one of those for Sligo. Here's Sarah Reynolds. Drops it short. Well done. Katie Crawford is the player that has been applauded by her substitutes in the stand. The free, well earned as well for Longford. Whatever but anything else. Sligo need the win, but Longford realistically need it as well if they're to harbour ambitions of making it through a stage further in this intermediate championship. Claire Farrell, one of the players moving forward, in turn finds Aoife Darcy. Free is going to be for Longford, and they've taken it quickly down as far as Heaney. Emer Heaney, a lot of the good play revolves around her. Aoife Darcy forced to go well back the field of play. Longford have lost out, and Sligo can build it up now from the heart of their own defence. Sinead Regan still for Sligo. Finds that support with Sarah Reynolds. Reynolds plays it long. That's up towards Keaveney. Sligo have possession, released into the path of Megan McCormack. Here's Megan McCormack onto her right boot. Strong pressure by the Longford defence, resulting in a wide ball for Sligo. And at the water break, it's Sligo leading 1-3 for them. Longford 3 points. We're about to get back underway here in Boyle following the first of the water breaks. It's an important fixture in Group 1 of the Intermediate Football Championship of 2021. Rianne McGrath, the player to get us back underway, the Longford goalkeeper looking for options. Opts to go long, touch and go. Oh, somehow Longford have managed to pick it up there with Claire Farrell. Very much against the odds, it would have appeared. Anyhow, Longford now are coming away. They're down by 3 points. They've brought play towards midfield. And this looks promising. Emer O'Brien. Has it gone too far? It has. Aoife Darcy was unable to be at the end of that one. The breeze here as well in the first half is behind Longford. Sligo feeding it back to Leonie Goham, their goalkeeper. And from the fence, Aoife Morris-Rowe bringing it out the field of play. It's Sligo leading here by 3 points. Longford were the better team early on, but Sligo have recovered from a shaky start to lead by those precious 3 points. Jade Lyons was one of those engaged in the action. Sligo have a way through. It's Lyons away towards the right. This looks encouraging. Will they have a shot in under the goal? They do. The goalkeeper saw that one a little bit late. Sarah Cunny had the effort, but in the end, Rianne McGrath and the rest have done enough to get it out the field of play to Cara Shannon. Cara Shannon for Longford. Orla Nevin. Longford going through, and Claire Farrell. The advantage has been allowed as well for the talented defender on the Longford side. Claire Farrell pops it away towards the left. Not too many players inside, however, for Longford. Maybe making a run, Louise Monaghan. Ciara Healy needs additional support. They're trying to work their way through for a score and to bring it down to a 2-point game. The block down is very, very effective, and Sligo regroup in defence, and going away, Jackie Mulligan. Suddenly the ball is reached Sinead Regan. Sligo arrive at midfield with a certain degree of purpose as well as they pop this one through. Megan McCormack is at the end of it. Denise McGrath to the attacking 45. Sligo keeping the ball alive. That long ball across the field of play was sent by Leah Kelly, finding Nicola Brennan. Denise McGrath's shot has been blocked down. Claire Farrell is having a fine outing for Longford, but just as I mentioned it, this one is not a great delivery away the field of play. Sligo have possession, and it's to Denise McGrath from that resulting sideline kick. Sligo moving down the right side of their attack. Ball released through towards Sarah Reynolds. Here's an opportunity for Sligo, looking for their second goal. McCormack has scored it. Megan McCormack. Two goals for Sligo have been the telling contributions of this intermediate football championship tie in Boyle today. Sligo to the good, 2-3 for them. Longford 3 points. Well into the second quarter of this match. That was a push. The referee has given the free for Longford. Emer Heaney has come a long way out from her full forward position to strike this one. Hasn't gone to hand. Sligo coming through, and Lauren Bowles. Still Bowles, the centre half back who loves to move forward. This ball popped to the 45. Sligo holding on to the ball. Need to get rid of it quickly. Forced to release it all the way back towards Denise McGrath. Coming through Claire Dunn, but that's broken down, and Longford firing a quick ball down towards their inside forward line. Ciara Healy. Here's Aoife Darcy. Longford could do with a score. This one towards the general direction of the goal, but just a fraction wide. Sligo restart the game in lively fashion. For them, it's Sinead Regan. Regan is being held back. Free for Sligo. They've popped it through, and suddenly it's back with Sinead Regan. Regan transfers it through towards Emma Keaveney. Taken at the back once again by Claire Farrell. Claire Farrell for Longford. Her team behind by 6 points. 2 big goals in this match, both falling the way of Sligo. Longford have threaded it through towards their inside forward line. Sarah Shannon is one of those. Longford trying to work their way through. They need a score. They needed to arrive fairly quickly, one feels. Centre forward once again, Sarah Shannon. Shannon looking for support. Nobody really prepared to take a shot. Cara Shannon eventually fires it in. It took a deflection. It's out for 45. That's the first 45. The goalkeeper doing well, Leonie Gahan, on that occasion. This the resulting 45 for Longford. Touched away towards the right hand side. Longford looking to win it, and they've done well to win it. Finding in turn Orla Nevin coming through Aisling Cosgrove. It's back to the 45. Longford are holding on to the ball. They need to get in a shot quickly though. Here's Sarah Shannon. Shannon has additional support. This is aimed at Orla Nevin. Nevin has won it. She's within 35 yards out from the goal. Finds Aisling Cosgrove here in the corner, waiting to chip in with a very good score is Ciara Healy, her first in Boyle today. Sligo getting it away as far as Claire Dunn. Centre forward back helping out Leah Kelly. It's gone astray and Longford have suddenly transferred it through. Coming through for them, Louise Monaghan. Already a goal scorer in this championship, but they'll settle for a point here with Longford, and they have it. Ciara Healy chipping in with some good points of late. It's back to a 4-point game. Sligo lead. Longford have managed to pinch possession, that time with Emer Heaney. Cosgrove. Lovely ball, finding Louise Monaghan, going for the goal, and the goalkeeper has made a fine save, Leonie Gahan. Fine patch of football for Longford, yielding a couple of points. Now they're coming under pressure as Sligo from defence are moving forward. Jackie Mulligan. In turn, it's Lauren Bowles. The advantage going to Sinead Regan. Regan for Sligo. Opts to go long on this occasion. It's 1-on-1 inside. And Sligo have managed to claim possession with Keaveney. Here's Emma Keaveney. The shot has been wonderfully blocked down at the back, but it's still alive for Sligo. Oh, second time of asking. Longford have come up trumps. Fine play. Suddenly it's sprayed forward towards Emer Heaney. Emer Heaney has sent this ball through, but it's too far for Louise Monaghan. There's heroic defensive play earlier in the build-up to that on the part of Emer O'Brien. Sligo's fullback, Michelle McNamara. McNamara's found support, and Jade Lyons in turn seeks and finds Leah Kelly. McNamara once again called into action, as is Lauren Bowles at halfway and now beyond it. It was a late challenge. Referee has seen that. Siobhan Kyle of Donegal. It's going to be a free, and the free is for Sligo. Oh, big moment in the match. A yellow card has been flashed. Sligo with the free. That's Denise McGrath that has touched it away towards the right. Sligo looking for a way through, and Sarah Cunny robbed at the back on the part of Claire Farrell. Here's Orla Nevin. Longford trying to work her way out of defence and up towards midfield, and going the right way about it with Cara Shannon. Released towards Niamh Darcy. Longford have found in turn Emer Heaney. Pushes inside the 45 at the Nerney stand side of the ground in Boyle. Nice little ball inside. Here's an opportunity of a third point. And the third point has been taken by Ciara Healy. 3 points between the two teams. Sligo in front, 2-3 to 6 points. The Sligo goalkeeper Leonie Gahan gets us back underway. She touches this one out the field of play. Here it arrives to Jade Lyons, gaining ground. Still Lyons for Sligo. The Yates County keeping it alive in attack. This is with Lauren Bowles looking for a way through. Out is Katie Crawford to help win that one back for Longford. And now they go about setting up the attack up towards Sarah Shannon. Aoife Morris-Rowe on duty for Sligo finds Nicola Brennan. Here's Sinead Regan for Sligo. Denise McGrath. Oh, that one has taken a wicked turn in the slight breeze that's blowing around Boyle as Longford come to claim possession through Claire Farrell. Challenge was late. It's going to be a free, and this is a free out the field of play for Longford, who are on 6 points but 3 adrift of Sligo. Longford with Leanne Keegan. Here's Orla Nevin. Nevin on her way for Longford. Oh, she's gone a long way. She's still going. This is still Orla Nevin. Lovely ball. Monaghan to the left. The final shot is in and over the crossbar. Sarah Shannon with a score for Longford. We're back underway and it's fallen kindly for Sligo. Lauren Bowles. Nicola Brennan away to the right, and here's Sarah Cunny. Our centre forward is Leah Kelly. Kelly now in turn opting for the available captain Nicola Brennan. Quick run through the hands of various players, and it arrives with Denise McGrath. Megan McCormack is 1-on-1 of the goalkeeper. Goal! Megan McCormack has crashed home her second goal of the afternoon. McCormack of Eastern Harps. Sligo chasing their first championship win of the afternoon here in Boyle. Going the right way about it, Lauren Bowles. This is on to the attacking wing forward, Sinead Regan. Here's the final shot in, and it's gone wide anyhow. We're playing the closing stages of the first half of this Group 1 Round 3 fixture in Boyle, County Roscommon. Rianne McGrath gets us back underway. That's out towards Emer Heaney direction. Emer has done well. Heaney sets this one forward for Longford. Cara Shannon, midfield colleague, Niamh Darcy. Both midfielders playing it among themselves as Longford go in search of a point late on in this first half. Ciara Healy. Healy for Longford. Touched inside the 45. It's Sarah Shannon for Longford. Lovely tasty ball for Ciara Healy to get onto it. Here's the centre forward with the final effort in, and a valuable late point in this first half for Sarah Shannon. Her second of the day. Longford using this break in play to make a substitution. Grace Shannon is the player that's going on. We're back underway, and it's Shannon, first piece of action for her. It's managed to move forward. And swiftly, Longford have moved it inside towards their full forward line. Sarah Shannon, Aoife Darcy in turn. Suddenly we're at the fringe of the square, and a goal! Longford. Emer Heaney has finished it to the net. And with that piece of action, we have arrived at half time. There is only a point between the two teams. Sligo leading, if only just. Sligo 3-3, Longford 1-8. Still all to play for in Boyle. Almost ready to get back underway here in Boyle for the second half of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Championship fixture involving Sligo and Longford. Precious little between the two teams. It's Sligo by 1, Sligo 3-3, Longford 1 goal and 8. A lot as well in this group will hinge on the later game this evening in Bolton Glass between unbeaten Wexford and Westmeath. Throwing for that one is at 4 o'clock. But for Longford and Sligo, the focus of attention here for the second half, as Siobhan Kyle is about to get this half underway, is to try and win. Longford have it. That's Grace Shannon, a late replacement for them in the opening half. Longford going direct and Sarah Shannon drops it through. Sligo have managed to win it in defence and the free as well, here in courtesy of fullback Michelle McNamara. That one has been taken too quickly. Sligo will restart with Jade Lyons. Here's Lyons for the return pass, bringing herself towards halfway. Sligo with a 1 point lead, taken by Leanne Keegan. Centre half forward for Longford is Sarah Shannon. She's distributing this ball through. Full forward is way over on the right wing this time, Emer Heaney. Heaney has popped it through short towards Orla Nevin. Sligo have managed to win possession in the heart of their own defence and managed to release it through towards Sinead Regan. Quick ball. Sligo now pushing forward, looking for the second half opening point, but not winning it inside Emer Keaveney on that occasion. Longford have it. Here's Aisling Cosgrove. Sarah Shannon. Still Shannon to Grace. Grace looking to move on to her right boot. She does so, but it's just short and it's taken by Leonie Gahan on the goal line. Aoife Morris-Rowe getting it away for Sligo. Jade Lyons has earned herself a free. Sligo have released a nice ball towards Sinead Regan. Regan for Sligo gaining ground. They need to come out. Longford, still Regan. She's trying to engineer a way through on goal. Megan McCormack is the player that had the final shot, and that's the first point of the second half. Megan McCormack brings her championship tally this afternoon on to 2 goals and a point. Longford have possession in the heart of their own defence. Katie Crawford has won a free, hard-earned one as well. Longford have brought play towards midfield. Going forward for them, it's Emer O'Brien. Sarah Shannon. Here's Grace. Grace Shannon now. Nice distribution towards the captain, Michelle Farrell. Longford are down by 2 points as this one has been popped through towards the full forward line, where it's won by Sligo's Aoife Morris-Rowe. Jade Lyons. Not quite expecting it, but managing to win it. Jackie Mulligan. Well, for a moment she did. Here go Longford. Aisling Cosgrove. Nice ball. Michelle Farrell has support of the corner forward Aoife Darcy onto her right boot. It's been held up in towards the edge of the square. Dangerous ball, but Sligo managed to hold on to it with Michelle McNamara in there. A dangerous moment there for Sligo as they feed it away towards Sinead Regan. Sligo bring play towards midfield and quickly beyond it as well. They lead 3-4 to 1 goal and 8. Sarah Reynolds testing ball for the Longford defence. Sligo have it with full forward Emma Keaveney, and she has managed to put it between the uprights. Longford goalkeeper is Rianne McGrath. McGrath restarts it over towards Orla Nevin. Nevin brings play out towards halfway. Longford down by 3 points, trying to rectify that situation as they move forward. Lovely ball to Darcy, Aoife Darcy, looking to throw it onto her right boot. Needs to get it a little bit closer. Here is that right boot across the face of the goal, and it's just dropped wide. Sligo now moving into the counter-attack with Claire Dunn. Aoife Morris-Rowan has set it up nicely for Sinead Regan. Regan is for Sligo, and Regan is away. For the Yates County, Longford are trying to pinch it back. They had it for a moment, only for Emma Keaveney to nip through and win it. Keaveney for Sligo. She's done enough to earn the free. Breeze as well is picking up around Boyle this afternoon, and it's favouring Sligo in the closing half. Here is the free, and it's on its way between the posts once again. That's Emma Keaveney that has put it over the crossbar. Since half-time, Sligo have reeled off 3 points. Longford have yet to score. They might change that. Here's Aisling Cosgrove. Away for Longford does go Cosgrove to Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon looks for that little bit of extra support, and as ever it's always there. But the breeze is against Longford in this closing half also. Sarah Shannon. They've managed to keep it alive and play revolving around Emer Heaney. Heaney has released it to the advancing Niamh Darcy. Full forward becomes engaged in the action. Emer Heaney, she's hit this one very, very high. The goalkeeper has called for it. Leonie Gahan, she did well under that testing ball. Sligo firing it away. That pass was fired at Aoife Morris-Rowan, didn't go to hand. It has now. Here's Claire Dunn. Sligo moving forward. Play with Leah Kelly of St. Farnans. Nice ball. Here's Sarah Cunny. Cunny looking for options away towards the left. And Sligo keeping it very much alive. Very good start to the second half for the Yates County. Looking for it coming through is Claire Dunn. This is Dunn for Sligo. Perhaps not within scoring distance. Maybe Sinead Regan is. She has laid a ball inside towards Lauren Bowles. It hasn't worked out, and it's eventually away by Clara Farrell. Longford, the advantage is going their way. Both teams need the win here this afternoon in Group 1. It's the final fixture of the group stages of this championship. Longford with one win hanging in there, but one loss as well. Sligo with no win before today, and then elsewhere in the group, Wexford with 2 wins from 2 starts, and Westmeath also with a win. So it's very much all to play for, and I'm sure a lot will hinge on that match between Westmeath and Wexford in Bolton Glass getting underway in about an hour's time or so. Longford have moved into attack, only for Sligo to win it back, and it's Jackie Mulligan that's one of those back helping out. Here's Jade Lyons. Sligo coming towards midfield, and Claire Dunn. Here's Leah Kelly. Ball to the 45, and it's Jackie Mulligan. Mulligan away to the advancing midfielder, and goal scorer from the first half, Sarah Reynolds. Reynolds for Sligo. Bringing her Lauren Bowles into the frame. This is Bowles for Sligo. She's carried it a good bit. She's putting in a shot, but the Longford goalkeeper has made a cracking save, Rianne McGrath. Sligo still have it. Right now, as far as Sinead Regan. Regan for Sligo to extend her team's lead, and she has managed to oblige. Substitution on the Sligo team sees Maeve Casserly from Drumcliff Ross's Point sent in to the match. We're back underway, and Longford with Leanne Keegan. Referee has said her jersey was tugged and the ball has been released towards Emer Heaney. Longford now in need of a score themselves, but it's not working out to plan on this occasion. Time-wise, we're about 10 minutes or so into the second half. Sligo leading 3-7 to 1 goal and 8. That's a nice lead. That's 16 points playing 11. 5 points to the good, so, and all 5 points of the second half have arrived for Sligo as they go in search of even more. Jade Lyons. Here's Sarah Reynolds onto her right boot. That looks to be a lovely point, and indeed it has turned out to be. Sarah Reynolds, 1-1 for her now this afternoon. Small stoppage in play here, running repairs on the Longford side. Their manager is Brian Noonan. The selection committee also involving Vinnie Nally, Aisling Lyons, Lorraine Corrigan, Emma Toher, John Kyle, Eugene Kwan and Sharon Dowd. Anthony Brennan is in charge of Sligo with Danny Clark, Ciara Mulrooney, Emily Connor and Sean Taylor also involved. This line ball is going the way of Longford. Michelle Farrell has popped it through. That's for Katie Crawford. Onto it, Aisling Cosgrove. Ball released away towards the right, finding Orla Nevin. That's a free. The free is for Longford, and they really need to score this one, and a few more with it maybe, just to get back into the reckoning. Longford with Michelle Farrell from Culumkill in search of her third point of the day. This, if it goes over, will be the first point for Longford in the second half. It looks to be on its way. White flag has been reached for fine finish. The referee has taken a break in play. We've arrived at the water break. And it's looking good for Sligo. Sligo 3 goals and 8. Longford 1 goal and 9. Five points to the good are Sligo. They led by 1 point at half time. Sligo have the ball. We're into the closing quarter. Sinead Regan has released it through to Sarah Reynolds. Reynolds is opening up the defence. Here's an opportunity for the replacement. Shot goes in and somehow it's out for a 45. Or is it? Referee has awarded the penalty. Leah Duffy was the player that was causing all sorts of difficulty there for Longford. And this could well be a defining moment in the fixture. This the resulting penalty. Oh, great finish. That was a powerful penalty. Leah Duffy. Huge score. Some confusion here. Siobhan Kyle is being consulted with by her linesman. Anyhow, the goal will stand. Longford with Katie Crawford involved. Longford pushing forward. They need a goal realistically, or certainly a lot of scores in terms of points, and they need them to arrive fairly quickly. This is a free. It is a free for Longford. Sligo in pole position here in terms of picking up their first win of Championship 2021. But there's a lot to happen in Baltinglass later on between Wexford and Westmeath in terms of which teams will actually go through from Group 1. Longford are penalised in there with Emer Heaney losing out. Sligo have possession down the field of play with Jade Lyons. Sligo have been the dominant team since the restart. Longford managing just one single point, and that are free by Michelle Farrell. Right now, Sligo pushing forward yet again. Lauren Bowles has released it. Here's Sinead Regan to the right, Megan McCormack. Megan McCormack has taken too much out of it as she was attempting to go through for her hat-trick in Boyle today. A little over 20 minutes played of the second half. Leanne Keegan has been fouled. The free is for Longford. Sligo will be happy just to slow things down as they look in a fine place in terms of collecting their first win of Championship 2021. They lost to both Wexford and Westmeath. Longford have popped it through. They have to go for a goal right now. Lauren McGuire is one of those involved. Back out it comes towards Grace Shannon. Shannon sprays it across the 45 to Orla Nevin. Away towards the right. This is Cosgrove. She's been fouled. It's a free for Longford. They'll have to try and work it short and try and threaten the Sligo goalkeeper, Leonie Gahan. Here's the shot in, and it's straight in on top of the goalkeeper, Gahan. And Sligo holding all the aces now. Very much in control on the scoreboard. 4-8 for them. Longford 1 goal and 9. Possession is also with Sligo. Maeve Casserly, one of the players introduced for Sligo in the second half. Sligo with the ball, and for them it's Jackie Mulligan. In turn to Nicola Brennan. Centre half back is Lauren Bowles. We're up inside the attacking 45. Sinead Regan's ball inside has been intercepted, taken by Claire Farrell that time. She's done well to recover. Longford with Aisling Cosgrove of Slashers in possession. Here's Longford and Louise Monaghan. Monaghan has played it short, seeking out Lauren McGuire. She did, but unfortunately, from a Longford perspective, it hasn't worked out. Sligo have picked it up at the back once again. The referee has seen an infringement here. It would appear that she has indicated that it's going to be a free for Longford. Longford with Michelle Farrell. Her best match was certainly against Westmeath when she scored a goal in 3. Here comes the kick in towards the goal, but that's gone away towards the right. We're back underway, and Sligo have the ball with Sinead Regan. This particular group of the Intermediate Championship has been very, very competitive. Sligo bringing play towards midfield, looking for it on the right is Megan McCormack. McCormack is onto it. There's space opening up here for McCormack onto her right boot. Can she squeeze it home? Denied by the upright. And it may fall the way of Maeve Casserly. Sligo have a few players available, and that is a nice point picked off. Leah Duffy will be pretty pleased with her performance. Sligo appear to be on course to win their first championship fixture of 2021. Longford have delivered it through towards Sarah Shannon. Grace Shannon is away inside the 45 for Longford. They're putting in a good performance here today, and that is one of the pick of the scores here in Boyle this afternoon. Ball stroked away outfield. Going to win it for Sligo is their captain, Nicola Brennan from Tourlestrane. Sligo have the ball, and Lauren Bowles Bowles has been dispossessed momentarily. Longford have it and they can go into attack themselves. Quiva Lohan, I think, is in as well for Longford. Longford have moved forward. Ball raised short inside towards Louise Monaghan. Back it comes to Ciara Healy, who had a very good first half with 3 points. This is an outside chance, testing ball for the goalkeeper. She got a touch to it, did Leonie Gahan, and it breaks outside. Sarah Reynolds was one of those players dropping back for Sligo. Sligo with a handsome lead of 4-9 to Longford's 1 goal and 10. Sligo looking for even more scores. Sarah Cunny. Sinead Regan. That's for Megan McCormack. McCormack onto her right boot. And she has kicked a very tasty point once again. 2 goals in the first half, 2 points in the second half for McCormack. Anna MacDonald has been sent into the match for Longford as we're back underway, and Longford have possession with Grace Shannon. Michelle Farrell. Here's Claire Farrell. This is an up and under one. They hoped for the best and it's worked out okay for Longford. Michelle Farrell. She was being held back. It's going to be a free, says our match referee from Donegal, Siobhan Kyle. Time very much at a premium here, so we can take it that Sligo will win this match this afternoon and put themselves in with a chance of making it through to the knockout stages of Championship 2021 when it comes to the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate one. Longford have taken it quickly. That was by Michelle Farrell. Ciara Healy. Here's an opportunity for a point because scoring difference could come into play, but Anna MacDonald hasn't managed to find the range this time. Sligo have won the goal kick out with Lauren Bowles that time. Aoife Morris-Rowe is onto it. Morris-Rowe for Sligo. Advancing her way forward. That attack has broken down. Longford coming through with Quiva Lohan. Nice ball. Longford looking for a score towards the end of this one. And they have managed one right now through Lauren Maguire. A very useful impact player is Maguire, as she's proven in a couple of the earlier matches in this championship. Goal puck out, kick out works out well. Sarah Cunny has brought it down for Sligo. Sligo with Claire Dunn. Her fullback is Michelle McNamara. Lauren Bowles is onto it. Bowles away up the field of play. She goes, does the Sligo defender. Free has been won as well. Time at a premium now. That may find its way in towards McCormack. She's desperate to score a hat-trick of goals this afternoon, I feel. Longford with Grace Shannon. That's broken down. Here's Michelle McNamara in turn towards Leah Duffy, who's had a very impressive game since she was sent in. Sinead Regan for Sligo. Still 30 yards out from the goal. Sligo have won a free. Sligo, the free taker for them is Emma Keaveney. 4 points her contribution so far this afternoon. Likely to be 5, I would imagine. Oh, she hasn't hit this one as she would have wished, as it's gone right. On we go with the game, and it's Longford now, bringing play towards halfway. Aisling Cosgrove. Cosgrove for Longford. Away towards the right. Has worked out okay for Longford. It's only of academic interest, really, the scores late on in this game, but they could be very important if it all comes down to scoring difference in this group. Longford have it, and Claire Farrell. Here's Michelle Farrell. Michelle Farrell slips it away towards the right. Longford realistically are looking for a goal. They're going for it. That's taken a deflection. The effort was in, and it was a sound effort as well by the Longford full forward, Emer Heaney, but it brought out a save on the part of Leonie Gahan. The match is in stoppage time. This TG4 Ladies Intermediate Football Championship. Sligo 4-10, Longford 1 goal and 11. This the resulting 45. Stroked in and taken at the back by Sligo, Leah Duffy. And away goes Sligo now. Building it once again from the fence, and Sinead Regan. Regan for Sligo. Still Regan. Here's Duffy becoming involved once again. The breeze had a telling impact as well, it would feel, because Sligo have really played well since they were backed by the wind in the closing 30 minutes or so here in Boyle. Oh, Sligo penalised. Megan McCormick was taking too much out of it. It's going to be a free for Longford. This loose ball has been kept in play by Caoimhe Lohan for her team. May fall the way of Louise Monaghan. It did for a moment, but Sligo recover it. Sligo have it, and for them, Sarah Reynolds. Still, it's Reynolds advancing for Sligo. Ball goes astray. Longford have it. There may be a late chance or two for Longford to collect a score. Ciara Healy down the right wing. Sligo back there with Aoife Morris-Rowe cutting it out. Morris-Rowe has done well. Support play is available with Jackie Mulligan. Now to Michelle McNamara. Sligo have possession. Sarah Cunny. Sligo are coming towards halfway. Into the direction of Megan McCormick. Back covering for Longford is Ciara Mulligan. She's one of her free. And that is the full-time whistle that has sounded in Boyle. Sligo have put in a great performance here, and they've managed to win it. Sligo 4-10, Longford 1 goal and 11. Only time will tell what happens in the TG4 Intermediate Group 1 in terms of qualification.